Welcome back to the crossover between myself and Professor Layton. And now we tune in...
dead.
Of
Yes.
course I'm not.
You
Why would I
were,
be?
you were dead for quite a bit of time. It was heavily traumatic to Luke.
Is that the... Wait a minute, I remember what happened. I know why that bit was in the script. Someone laced my drink at the bar, and I was unconscious, and you had to rewrite that bit without me.
Right, yeah, sure. So sticking to the story, no, you were indeed dead, Layton.
Yes, someone totally wasn't one of the cast or crew that did that to you. No. No.
Go on, Layton.
Having escaped the forest, home to strange beings known simply as shades, we arrived at the side of a lake. Across the lake, a somewhat aged mansion and a large towering wall are visible.
Is it a haunted mansion?
We must make our way inside that mansion and see what information we can find.
And Layton says he's cocking up a shotgun.
Unfortunately, I forgot to bring the shotgun with me.
Oh
Dang
god, then you won't be able to survive a Resident Evil run there.
Wrong Capcom franchise, sir.
Funnily enough, Phoenix has crossed over with those guys.
How is he still alive?
Oh,
Sorry.
mistress.
Has something happened to the Great Witch?
I went up to her room, but there was no answer. Oh, mistress, most venerable Great Witch.
The Great Witch is Sayori from
Yo,
Doki Doki
Shades.
Literature Club.
He just
You know-
went out to get some milk.
You know, Maya, the shades should have been called simps.
Maybe she's not in the mood to talk. Everyone has their days.
But she's always in the mood for the orgies. This is unlike her.
The what? Sorry?
Oh, come on, you're old enough to know about this. No, never. She would never do that. The mistress always answers us.
Don't you have other ways to deal with that?
Just write her a letter or something.
That wasn't what I was talking about, Professor. Wow, of course I am surprised. It sounds like she's really faithful to you guys. Maybe she just stepped out to get some milk, like I said.
But the milk tastes like shit.
What are you talking about? It's the best goat milk on the block. Just ask Mary.
You know, I wonder if the goat's milk is actually shit from a goat. They just really did a lot of
Also, like, pigeon poop.
of whisking to make
If
it.
she stepped out, we would know. Oh, what could have happened to you, mistress?
Okay, you know what? You can be simping over this so-called mistress all you want. We're gonna carry on. That reminds me. She mentioned there was
No,
waiting for
nothing.
her, or words to that effect.
Also, the thing about the milk reminds me of a throwaway line in Pokemon Night 2 where Ash Williams mentioned that the wine he tasted in medieval times sounded better, and GLaDOS tells him it probably was because it was contaminated by mouse poop.
You. Then that visitor, if that's what we're calling that now, must still be waiting around for her.
No, they are both inside the room.
Ah, so I was right. I've got it.
Oh no.
Alright, I've got it.
Right, I got it.
Zam?
Zvari.
Buddy.
I can't read it. And the supposed visitor is really some shady ex-knight looking for revenge.
Maya, stop trying to make that word happen. It's not gonna happen.
No, Layton. This is just an indicator that this is taking place after the stolen turnabout.
Still a shit catchphrase. Miss Faye, please refrain from putting any terrible scenarios into his head. He's already got enough of those with his simp.
True, we forgot. Like, did Luke ever explain what he's supposed to represent in terms of a word?
It's sort of his version of the word Eureka, essentially.
Okay.
I'll just say
Yeah.
Eureka then.
Also, sure, for future reference, it's pronounced Zvari.
I couldn't, differentiate any of the letters in that word. But
That's
anyway,
the thing, though.
we got it now.
You have pronounced that word in the past, but then again, that was a while ago, to be fair.
Horses are
And also a
primitive.
different font, I think, here. Horses. Okay. What do I have to do to get Nick one of these? Money is no object.
Maya!
Oh my, it's funny you mentioned that, Maya. Going off of some of the concept art, maybe.
Phoenix can catch a fucking break.
Even when he's not on screen.
These are just some pretty flowers, and they're
Now,
everywhere.
Miss Faye, it's not a gentleman's place to take what does not belong to him while the owners are
I'm not a
looking.
gentleman.
True.
Yeah, that is pretty much a given.
While
No,
the
but the
owners
thing
are
is, but the thing is, Shiro, that comment from Maya was a response to. So Layton's was actually a response to what Maya said earlier. Put some of these flowers on your hat, Professor, and that's why he answers. Now, a true gentleman doesn't take flowers that are not his, and blah, blah, blah.
Mistress, please answer something, anything. I need
Go
this.
to hell.
Go to sleep.
Anything but that. If something were to happen to you,
Grow up.
Can't catch a fucking break in this place.
Grow up already.
Whoa, everyone's really freaking out.
Well, the center of the... Well, Maya, that's what happens when the center of a harem is apparently in danger.
Hey, maybe I should pretend to be Bazella. I can be all like, silence minions.
And in that very moment, the Knights of the Inquisition show up and accuse her of being Bazella because she's acting like
I mean,
Bazella.
nobody would have expected that.
Indeed. I wonder what could have happened here.
Honestly, that would have been an
Later
interesting...
is just ignoring that.
That would have been an interesting twist if it turned out Maya was actually Bazella.
Maybe she turned her visitor into a gold statue. Hopefully this one doesn't lose an
Oh
arm.
my god, Maya is firing all cylinders now. Jesus Christ.
Being dead really must have unleashed something in her.
Maya, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You know, actually, come to think of it.
They burnt me, so now I have good birds.
You know what? Come to think of it, actually, now that I think about it, did the citizens always just assume that every bit of the witch just melted into nothingness whenever they noticed that the cage was empty after being laid into the fires? Because, you know,
I mean,
you think someone would
passing
expect
into,
some burnt
you know,
remains.
Extreme fire, I'm guessing that's the logic they think about. Like, it's turning to ashes.
But the fact that it didn't even leave a mess, though, again, given how the mechanism works, unless they actually just put in some roasted bits or something whenever they were...
Also, we don't see... Okay, no, we do see in the cutscene at the beginning of the first witch trial that the witch that's been accused gets dropped and then the cage turns up immediately. So I'm guessing they do believe the victim gets roasted and turned to complete ashes, cartoony style, immediately.
The thing is, as far as we know, there are no ashes in there. Like, again, unless maybe whenever the witches were being transported out of that cage, they stuffed some ashes in?
I don't know.
Basically, the Shades are worried that the Great Witch may have been attacked and, well, the worst may have happened. Wouldn't that be something if the Great Witch Bazelle was just taken out by a random NPC?
Alright guys, first things first. We gotta get this door open.
That's right. You're welcome to try, but we have already exhausted our options. You see, only the mistress has the key to this door.
Have you tried kicking it down? I know doors are bullshit, but...
However, if something has happened, we had better hurry.
Shiro, you have a point. In the Ace Attorney universe, locked doors do not require puzzle, like in case of Phoenix in case 2-2, you just bash them.
Yeah, like, again, mild-mannered Phoenix flippin' broke down some giant doors just to save Maya.
Man style. Oh yeah!
Although, the funny thing, Tio, I don't know if it's just an artist's tick, but in some of these Attorney mangas, Phoenix looks ripped as all hell. Like, I wonder if that's just an artist thing or something.
Artistic license. Okay, we see in the anime that he uses a bicycle to get on his work job every day, so maybe he has some potential.
I guess, you know, barely having any money has forced him to grow strong.
Meanwhile, Edgeworth gets the Lamborghini because, of course.
Yeah, which he flaunts, especially in the 3D Ace Attorney games.
And his introduction into the anime.
Joke's
Yes.
on him. I've got an Aston Martin DB5.
I guess to be fair, the first time we see Edgeworth's car, it's kind of used on the site of a murder in Rise from the Ashes. Poor guy, given how that was coming right off of the last time he was accused of murder. Christ. Again, I'll
Maybe
admit,
he and Maya can have a talk about this kind of thing.
you know, one thing I really do like about Rise from the Ashes is that it does give better context as to why Edgeworth would have gone all dark. Edgeworth is dead now, as opposed to going from happy and turnabout goodbyes to just suddenly, oh, nope, I'm gonna just go off and be dead.
Okay, that's the important bit. The god shit.
That's a ridiculously huge pot. I wonder what they're cooking in there.
Jesse, we gotta cook.
Do you
No.
smell what the witch is cooking?
Do you smell what Vazella is cooking?
Go on, Tio.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Plot twist, it's Jesse under that cloak.
Chester, we need the mercy.
There appear to be two pots, each of a different substance being cooked. One is cocaine and the other is meth.
Whoa, check out that meth, Professor.
Maya, you're too young.
Actually, she's an adult at this point.
Still, what, 19? That's barely enough.
Also, an
The color
adult.
changed. How did they do that?
Also, yeah, on the level of wiseness, I hardly say so, Jovah.
I mean,
she was going to snort the floor coke in that earlier case.
yeah. I mean, she's technically an adult. Doesn't mean she acts like it, but by law, she is technically an adult. God help us all.
Yes, that's a scary thought.
I have a very strange feeling I smelled this very same odor somewhere before.
Oh, my. I didn't know you were into that kind of recreation, Professor.
I need to do something when I'm not filming.
Oh, that's why you're really into your tea, huh?
Wow, so you went to the Wesleyan Snipes School of Thought, I see.
I didn't,
yeah,
mean,
the
tax,
thing is
I,
that,
I didn't mean tax evasion.
The shades they are gathering the petals of the flowers and are transforming into this weird liquid.
Red flour, mix and
God.
stir. Red flour, mix and
Stir,
stir.
whip,
Stir,
stir, whip, whip, whip,
Wait,
stir. Wow, even you remember that one, Shiroi.
As
Yeah.
she told you, Jovah, memes travel far and wide.
I don't remember we did a commentary of
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Red flowers, yes, I'm restocked. Back to mixing, back to stirring.
Oh.
Stir, whip, whip,
By the
whip,
time this
stir.
gets published, it probably will be February.
This flower blooms just off the shore of the lake, does it not?
Actually, no, it's a flower that blooms in the battlefield.
Battlefield flower from White Knight Chronicles.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not all 5 games.
I was
But
actually
save your
making a
thoughts,
Metal
Mr.
Gear
Nixon.
reference, but yeah, no, that works too.
Well, the Metal Gear thing is love blooming in the battlefield, not a flower.
Well, I was
Maybe
referencing the
that's
song.
mostly also a reference to a song more than anything.
Yeah. Red flour, mix and stir. Red flour, mix and stir. Stir, mix and red flour. Red flour, mix and stir. Stir, mix and stir.
Red flowers,
flour,
as we've
stir.
seen in previous instances, aren't really good for you.
Well,
I
okay,
hate
even
this.
not just in fiction, Shiri. Again, they usually get represented as the poppy flowers, which do actually have some narcotic potential.
Goody. And then
I
there's...
mean, the Wizard of Oz was not just shitting around. In chemistry-wise, they are legit.
And then there's
Oh no,
red...
some flowers are bloody lethal.
You think red poppies are something, then there's the red bananas.
Yes, Jovah, I've seen someone call me Johnny's trademark review of Donkey Kong 64 trademark.
And I'm talking about common flowers, not like anything exotic.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's talk to this one.
Oh, I guess this one is a puzzle for us.
Go on, Tio.
What are you doing?
I can't do it.
Wimp.
These shades fucking suck.
This shade's task is proving to be quite challenging for her. What's she doing?
God, Jovah, you did this on purpose.
Wait, no! I actually forgot this one was a girl!
to mix the red and blue liquids together.
Yes, they must be combined equal measures. No matter how many times I try, I cannot get it.
It's like I said, this is my one tizzy with the shades, more so as a commentator as opposed to it actually being
They
an
have
issue.
different body proportions, but they do look obviously the same, with the same... They kind of look like a more simplified version of the Adeptus Mechanicus from Warhammer 40k.
Huh, yeah, I see it.
I'll post an image in the chat for reference.
You want us to help?
Of course!
Yes,
I must admit, I am quite fascinated by the mixing process at work here.
You just want to do a puzzle, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Little Lizzie's puzzle pizza.
It has been like an hour.
We've seen when Luke has it.
Let's give her a help. Let's give her a helping hand.
I mean, you know, he was stuck as gold for a bit of time. I guess he's got to make up for lost times.
Yeah, let's get my brain back in gear. 54 mysterious mixture. Fill the 8-liter container with the shade's top secret green glowing potion. It takes equal measures of blue and red together to make the secret potion, and the other ratio will create an explosive black potion. Touch a container to fill it. Be careful not to overfill.
I think this
Also,
is one of those
insert
ones.
your own potion seller joke here.
I think this is one of those ones where I'll show off what happens when you get the black potion, because I think you don't automatically lose the puzzle for that.
It's a classic puzzle, math puzzle, you know, each container can carry over so much, so you have to understand the proportions.
Great for all you math lovers out there, just like I was back in the day.
So you see, Jovah, there's math, and then there's math.
Yes.
I enjoyed math back in the day. School ruined it.
Of course it did. What
I've always
doesn't
been more of
school
a-
ruin?
I've always been more of a science class myself.
I mean,
I was a
doesn't...
science class guy myself.
I always thought that math and science do go together, but I guess, to be fair, there are some bouts of science that don't involve math, so
Well, I don't
fair
know.
enough.
Well, I don't know how it is over there, but over here, math and science are separate classes. They're not.
They all separate classes, but
What's the same
as
here?
you know, using them in practice, they kind of go hand in hand to an extent.
Okay, here's one way I think we can make math classes more fun, and while combining them with science. All right, class, here's your challenge today. Do the 10 times table while also trying to make sure you mix these ingredients together and chemicals without blowing us all up. Blowing us all up will mean you automatically fail the class.
Yeah, basically, sure. I'm one of those guys who every time someone does the whole, oh, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I'm always that asshole who goes, actually, scientifically speaking, the egg came first because chickens descended from dinosaurs.
So you love to quote the B movie and said, by all laws of aviation, a beak should not be.
Well, hey, it was made by Seinfeld.
I knew you could do it, Professor. Our shade friend here looks pretty pleased.
How
Yeah.
can you tell
Schedule
it's wearing
that
a
whole,
mask?
She totally does, with the way her hood obscures her face.
Yes.
Liquid. It has a most mysterious glow. I wonder what type of hair dye they used. Wait, they have hair?
One
Are
that
you,
Rouge
are you
does
sure
it,
it's
because
dye
it
and not
red.
just like, you know, a potion that turns you into a fly or something?
And yet, this scent, it feels oddly familiar. Perhaps I smelled it when arriving in this town. No, I believe I smelled this scent before that even.
Oh dear.
If you simp so well, if you're
These
simping
shades
so
have the
much,
attention span of a fucking potato.
why don't you marry the
Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
Like the-
What the?
It's like the evil
What's wrong?
Queen was basically the Japanese version. She just gets constipated.
There's quite a bit of commotion coming from the entrance to that room. I believe something may have happened. Quickly, Miss Faye.
Let's abandon this person to her own pain.
She'll work things out.
After
Screams in the corner over there. Excuse me.
Luigi, what are you doing here?
Ah!
What gives? Could you please not scare me like that?
Boo.
Yeah, Maya, you're not intimidating.
Our apologies. There seems to be a great many of you gathered here. Has something happened inside?
Possibly.
Something did happen. Oh, I can't even think about it. It's just so horrible.
Did Mistress get a boyfriend or girlfriend?
Oh no.
Is she leaving the harem?
This is a parasocial relationship, you know.
Oh goodness, that's even worse. So what is this horrible thing that happened?
I can't even... The mistress, the Great Witch, she's...
Sure, as you would say, it wasn't a good thing that happened.
Huh.
She's
No.
gone!
Oh, is that all?
Is that
Oh
all?
god, she left for cigarettes.
Again, can't you, like, take care of yourself? What?
Sure,
Maya,
she was
do
the
not
center
encourage
point of the
like that.
harem. Why else do you think they stuck around in these robes?
Gone?
I mean,
This reminds me of
they can deal with that on their own time.
Sure,
reminds me
everything they did was dedicated to the Great Witch, and oh!
Oh, that's
Oh.
not gone material.
Oh, mistress! I knew something was destined to happen! I felt a premonition! A deadly premonition, most disturbing!
You know, Dwebs, this sequel to Eyes Wide Shut is even, well, not as weird, but still weird.
Actually, I get reminded instead of the Council of the Greater Good from Hot Fuzz.
Oh, God.
The NWA, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Neighborhood Watch Alliance.
Wow, what a sight this is.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, let's get the hint coin.
Let's steal your dead mistress's money before we actually help you. This place definitely screams something.
Went
Something,
down.
something.
Service fee. Unfortunately, the culprit seems to have disappeared. Unless he's the culprit right there.
Oh, another hint coin. Let's find that amongst the adornments.
Excuse me, coming through.
Sorry, I know this is a crime scene, but I need the coins, thank you. That's...
Oh, no kidding, Professor.
I hadn't done yet. I hadn't finished the sentence yet, how rude. It would seem the Shades made quite the mess searching for the Great Witch. Unless that's her blood or...
Cherry Joyce.
Let us inquire with everyone in the room to get a better understanding of the situation at hand.
Sorry,
Nick
Cherry
likes
Jam.
grape juice. Right. How about we start with that shade over there?
We're playing good cop and bad cop. Later will be the good cop.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I could never see Maya as the good cop.
Or Maya would be the wacky cop. A good suggestion, Miss V.
No, we can. Okay.
Excuse me. Do you think we could ask you a couple of questions?
Stop smiling at me like that! I'm upset at the fate
See,
of
if
my mistress!
See, if Luke was here, we could do that thing that joke in my country is usually. We could do the good cop, bad cop, really nice cop. Where Luke, I'll talk about it later.
Sure, what is it? It's not like I'm busy or anything.
Leave me alone, I'm not busy.
Could you perhaps describe to us what you saw when you entered the room? Maya, stop smiling! This is serious! And why am I smiling?
You're smiling.
Everyone's smiling.
Yeah, exactly. Why am I doing that?
Sonic just
smile to
entered
hide
the
the
room
pain.
and told everyone to smile.
Yes, we all heard what
I know your
sounded
boss
like
is
a
dead, but
fight.
just smile.
We all heard what sounded like a fight happening on the other side of the door. Oh! Oh my. Was it bed wrestling, perchance?
Yeah, let's call it that.
No
Sure.
matter how many times we called out to the mistress, there was no reply. Can't imagine what could
She
have had
just
her.
turned the music up.
All we could hear was da 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 da. We thought something might have happened to the mistress, so we forced the door open.
You know, after that you mentioned about this
Rude.
the slide theme from Mar 64 and of Funeral, I'm imagining all sorts of situations where it's interrupted by that. So, that.
When we got inside, she was nowhere to be found.
You say she was nowhere to be found, and the door was closed the whole time.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah, pay attention, Mr. Maya. Come on, you're supposed to have ESP. What do you mean that's not exactly how that works?
Yes.
Oh, would you like to speak to your dead mistress?
I want to move on with my life.
Yes, it was most certainly closed, but somehow the mistress managed to disappear.
Somehow the mistress has returned.
I mean, she did the opposite of that.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. She disappeared from a sealed room, and then the room was found in a big mess.
Well, we have to find the hidden exit somehow.
Professor, you know what this means? This means magic must be behind it.
Maya, no. We're
Maya,
not doing this again.
You do realize who you're talking to, right?
Not just
I
that,
mean,
but
this is Maya, come on.
Considering what has happened so far, I think it should be...
This is quite the peculiar situation.
Okay,
should be
to her,
point to start being skeptic again.
to her credit, she did see Layton get turned into gold before her very eyes.
Let's also be fair and say that in her case, she's directly connected to something supernatural, so yeah.
Yeah, that as well.
The great bitch mentioned something about a visitor.
A visitor? I faintly remember a visitor. I do remember hearing another voice. To be honest, I didn't actually see them, you know.
Was the mask obscuring your vision or something?
Possibly.
And there are no other exits present in this room. Is that correct? Just say yes or no. It's not bloody difficult.
It's not rocket science.
Correct. This main door is the only one.
Jeez, you bounce around more than the Doctor Who Series 8 two-part finale.
Okay, so the Great Witch and her visitor both disappeared from the room.
Yes.
No, that's it.
Come on, Maya. Surely you've learned something from Phoenix about investigations to help.
You're not a very good investigator, are you?
Well, I don't see you. I don't hear you saying any whatever. Even with all these shades around, no one saw a single person enter or leave the room.
Excuse me, investigating is part of my stock in trade.
You're literally just standing there, not all that menacingly.
Ooh,
Why would I be menacing? I'm the good guy.
those eyes, man.
Are you sure?
Or perhaps, Miss Faye, this visitor simply managed to stay incognito during the ensuing commotion. There's just something I'm doing.
Professor, I don't think now's a good time to mention that you literally have the same kind of black dot eyes that great white sharks have.
Exactly. That's the great white shark. That's what I model myself after towards my enemies.
Yes, because all great white sharks wear top hats.
Well, they should do.
Huh? What do you mean, Professor?
What,
Jaws,
yeah,
the Dapper edition.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be better than any of the sequels, wouldn't it?
Those
Okay, Jaws
hats
2
won't
is
hold
fine.
up well underwater.
No one had seen the visitor prior to the incident, so even if that person was seen in this room,
That's definitely better than Jaws 3 and 4.
clearly no one would have realized it was them.
So that would mean...
But wouldn't an outsider stick out like a sore thumb here? All of the shades are dressed the same.
They used an invisible spell or something, I don't know. Indeed, any outsider will certainly stand out. I imagine that the shades will be quick to apprehend them. However, what if this previous person were to disguise themselves as a shade?
Assassin's Creed style.
Or Hitman style?
Yeah.
Oh, you could be right.
Actually, he's Layton.
I am Layton 47.
Maybe they disguised themselves as a shade right before the others came into the room.
A lot bold, but still. Precisely. The rather disheveled appearance of this room would immediately draw one's attention in that the Great Witch, whatever she is a really shitty housekeeper,
Yeah.
thus providing the perfect distraction for the culprit to hide.
Okay, so where's this visitor now?
Why, it's you, of course.
Maya, that's
I've been with you the whole time.
That hasn't stopped you being accused before, has it? No one has left
Can we
this
put
room
him back in the
before.
gold, please?
Therefore, he or she must still be in this very room.
Aren't you so glad he's back, Maya?
Alright then, let's hurry up and catch him.
Well,
Luke can have you back.
Maya, if you don't stop making comments, I'm going to drag you to the fire myself. In order to do that, I must question everyone currently present in the room and gather some information.
Professor, what happened to the whole, a true gentleman is always
A
helpful
true,
to
a true gentleman has his limits, and Maya is no
Yeah,
lady.
Professor, you gotta be a true gentleman.
Maya is no lady.
Oh, I am appalled, Professor.
My apologies for
You're
troubling.
gonna upset all your fans.
It's okay, guys. The professor's just off his meds, it seems.
I'm retiring.
Again.
I'm retiring after this game. Could you please
Oh,
get
so
together?
basically-
Sure you are.
Actually, that
basically
you still have one game to go after these, Professor. Lost future. Don't forget that.
So basically, Layton, you're basically operating on the. Well, I only got 1 day left to retire. Might as well go all nuts.
Anyway, puzzle 55.
I feel like he's gonna pull a Miyazaki.
This one's called
Yeah.
Whodunnit. 5 shades entered the room. It is unknown who entered first. Touch the letters A through E on the touchscreen to see each of the shades' comments. Listen carefully and work out the order that they all entered the room. The first shade that entered the room is the culprit.
Which Miyazaki?
Yes.
Sure, if Layton went for Miyazaki, he would be talking about how puzzles were a mistake.
Nothing
Yes.
but trash.
And yes, I may have a puzzle problem, but I still love them.
Yeah.
Ian stood ahead of me, did not resemble me in size nor stature.
So yeah, it's the typical deduction puzzle that we've
Done.
seen plenty of. Again, these are my favorite types of puzzles, and again, these are the kind of puzzles that never get old for me because again, these puzzles are endlessly recyclable. No matter how many you solve, it's always fun to solve another one.
Anyway, I must away for a brief moment. Voice double for me. Do your job now.
Who's the voice double for today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pedro.
I'm the voice double. I'm the
Yes,
voice.
for Layton.
Tobacco.
Well, I guess I did play Layton for in our original run of Curious Village, so I guess that works.
Unless you want me to do it, but yeah.
Nah, it's okay. You're already Phoenix. But yeah, I was trying to say earlier that basically we have a comedy skit over here that's called Really Nice Cop, where people for a long time there's been the bad cop, good cop method. However, we're going to attempt a new revolutionary method. Good cop, really nice cop, which is basically what they do is they have the traditional good cop, but then they have the really nice cop, this guy who just constantly is pestering. Look, are you okay? Are you okay? Look, do you need to eat? Okay, do you need me to get you some medicine? And he's constantly pestering you like a naggy mom.
So
And
yes,
just
it turns out the largest shade was the one who entered first.
all right.
Oh.
The one who was in this room with the Great Witch. Was you, was it not?
Flash grenade.
Impressive work, Sir Top Hat.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh. Da 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 da.
Barnham!
Well, what are you doing here?
The Great Witch's
Say
visitor was in fact
what?
you.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Witch's
Barnham.
visitor was in fact you, Inquisitor Barnham.
I have to say, that logic of yours is still as keen as ever, Sir Top Hat.
Logic, coupled with careful, precise thinking, can topple any mystery.
Of course it can.
So tell us, what exactly are you doing here in this place?
I might ask the same of the two of you.
You're supposed to be dead.
How can it be
The both of you.
that both of you are still alive? You were turned into a gold statue, and was she not sent to the flames as a witch?
Technically, she was
I
proven
mean,
not to be a
that's
witch.
quite what happened.
A witch.
You need the
This
clap,
must be
Maya.
the
you know.
Great Witch's handiwork as well.
What? No way. Inquisitor Barnham? You didn't... Did you kill the Great Witch?
Oh, wow! The Assassin's Creed freed us!
Right, boys, double or you fire. Oh, what have I walked
What
into
on
here?
earth are you talking about? I remember doing no such thing.
Do you have any evidence?
You wretched liar. What have you done with the mistress?
We were about to get laid, damn it!
The simps are mad,
This
Barnum.
unkempt room is but the result of its equally unkempt master.
Insolence! None shall speak ill of the mistress!
Huh.
Please stay calm.
Doesn't feel so good being on the receiving end of accusations now, does it, Barnum?
Please, tell us the state in which you found this room. Tell us what happened here.
It smelled like a flashback.
It would seem the presence of an Inquisitor has fouled the atmosphere with the stench of distrust.
Ha! Imagine!
What are the odds?
Very well. I will
Turns
tell
out
you
Shades
about-
don't really like Inquisitors. Something having to do with them, oh, you know, burning witches. Alright, go on, Tio.
I did not think the situation would evolve. Stay.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I only came seeking the one that could cast some light on the doubts that plague my mind.
Sure that's not the whiskey you were drinking last night?
Maybe both. And the aspirin.
Oh, Layton, you... Oh, Layton...
Why would you down aspirin with alcohol?
Layton, you missed one heck of a trial.
Ooh.
Is you right?
And just who is this mysterious one?
Theo? Stop giving us
Well.
the thinking, you prick.
He's not even doing it right.
You cannot say. Very well. Please continue, Inquisitor.
You know, it's a shame he didn't... It's kind of a shame he didn't tell us who, because that might have helped out, but...
All of them and was led here to this strange forest. That is why I was here.
Everyone seems to be headed to this one location.
I was aiming to put a stop to whatever plan the Great Witch was attempting to concoct.
So you disguised yourself in their rooms and made your way here to this room in hopes of foiling her plans.
Not a bad plan when you think about it.
Well, yeah, except for the fact he's like 6.5 feet tall.
All
Well-
those who doubt the storyteller and speak ill of his word are a threat to all of Ardenivia and its citizens.
Take that up with God, eh?
Of course, the witch refused to speak with me as I reached for my sword.
Wait, you reached for your sword because someone didn't want to talk? What the hell's wrong with you?
I lost consciousness. Perhaps it was one of her detestable spells.
Okay, just remember that he recalls losing consciousness.
It will be important for later.
Yeah.
Magic? Lies! Your words are nothing but lies!
I'm true to my word. That was what happened before you forced open the door.
Hey, Barnum, this was just like when Maya insisted she wasn't a witch, but you accused her nonetheless.
That is why I lost sight of a great witch. That and was left stranded in his room.
That is precisely what someone who is shit at their job would say.
I attempted to make my escape a quick one in order to avoid any unnecessary confrontations.
But then we kinda threw a wrench in that.
This whole thing is a bit, not really fun on the other end, is it, Barnham?
If you lost consciousness, then you did not see the Great Witch disappear. Is that correct?
Barnum gets to suffer the consequences on his own end.
Regrettably so.
Liar! You did it! Because of you!
Also,
the Great Witch is...
I just had that epiphany that we did this entire bit without a single Among Us joke, and I kind of feel sad.
Well, now you ruined it.
How many times must you accuse me? A court knight is always true to his word.
What good is a court knight's word supposed to be among a field of people burned to death?
Wait. Then how do you explain all this blood everywhere?
Oh, that's cherry jam, don't worry.
Yeah, I meant to...
Maya starts licking the floor.
The Great Witch's weakness is cherry juice, but I missed. Actually, I do not believe this is blood.
What?
Despite the T rating and everything.
I did not draw my sword. No blood should have been spilled.
Maybe your sword acted on its own.
Well then, what is it?
Maybe.
What is it, you ask?
Yeah, what is it? Someone answer.
The strange liquid we saw Shades brewing earlier.
I don't know, that looks like a much darker shade of red than what looked more pink back then.
Yeah.
The Shades are colorblind. I mean, they would be wearing those masks.
Oh, I think you're right. It sure smells like it.
Also the fact that, again, maybe it's because not many people are exposed to it, especially in large quantities, but blood does have a smell. You can get used to it the moment you recognize it.
Perhaps one of these jars containing the liquid was knocked over during the struggle. This liquid must have splattered into the middle of the room, thus creating the scene we now see before us.
What a turn of events.
A turnabout of events.
I see. Now that you mention it, it does look like there's a broken jar on the floor over there.
Maya?
I've been standing next to you the whole time. Fuck off.
There really have been no other way for the Great Witch to have escaped.
Trapdoor.
Or a wall.
Unless the Great Witch was you. No, that won't work. According to
Barnham this entire time.
That would be quite a trick.
Is the answer not clear? She must have used magic to disappear.
Always blaming magic.
That's your answer to everything, Barnham.
Not quite. Magic is not the only method in which one can exit a locked room.
It could have been a yokai.
Hey, are you saying this whole thing is like one giant puzzle, Professor?
Stop smiling, Maya. This is serious.
You know, I do
Puzzle
wonder
time.
genuinely how Layton would fare for a crossover with Hellraiser, because solving puzzle is the last thing you want to do in that franchise. She managed to disappear out of a locked room with no other apparent exits. I wonder.
Regardless, we must search the room thoroughly for any clues.
Knowing Layton, he'd probably brute force his way for the puzzles.
Oh no, that's the thing. It's not a problem in how to resolve it. The problem is that as soon as you resolve it, you get the Cenobite on your ass.
Layton would somehow find a way to solve that too.
Probably.
Indeed, Miss Faye. Shall we begin?
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, we skipped forward in time. Whoa!
Yeah.
That happened, I guess.
Oh, what could this be? Wait, what am I doing here?
A time warp of sorts.
There is
We
magic
swapped
out-
sides in the process.
Magic is real!
Did you find something, Professor?
Miss Faye, please come and take a look at this.
So in that case, Professor's the Time Lord and Maya's his assistant?
Yeah, that checks out considering the average Doctor Who comparing the modern era is the intelligence of a fucking walnut.
Yes,
It's a throne.
I am the Doctor. This is Maya, my new assistant.
I think my favorite assistant was the one played by Catherine Tate.
Donna, yeah. I am Doctor number 16.
Neat.
Sure looks that way.
However, if we just move this to the side, I guess, because basically 14 and 15 have been taken.
Yes.
Oh, it must have gotten shoved here during Inquisitor Barnham's mad struggle.
Why do you always go ah or ooh? Is someone punching you in the side?
Barnham has no comment on that. But what does this mean?
Secret passageway.
This throne does not have a single drop of the red liquid on it, yet the wall behind it does. Why do you think that is?
Secret tunnel.
Well, because the throne was in a different spot when Inquisitor Barnham was having a fight, when it's having the fight of his life.
Very sound reasoning, Miss Faye. And who do you think could have moved it?
What do you, the people at home, think?
I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow, Layton, you must be good friends with Dora the Explorer.
Well, it must have been Inquisitor Barnham when he was battling it out, tooth and nail.
Can
You're
you
imagining a more epic fight than what probably happened.
Can you say puzzles?
It was not a battle fought with either teeth or nails, and I have no recollection of moving this throne at any stage.
During the Steel Samurai theme in her head while this
Also,
all plays out.
Drax, apparently.
In other words, anyone who could have moved the throne was the Great Witch herself. And I believe moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next.
What she did next? Oh, you mean a little disappearing act?
No, I meant to opening a hot dog stand. Yes, of course I meant the fucking disappearing act.
Huh. Building that logic you love so much.
If you love
Small
logic,
sound
why don't you
yours.
marry it?
It's more sound. Okay, I would say it's
Time
more sound
to
than
burn all
Remember,
logic
This
users.
is the Great Witch we're discussing. She could have easily used a magic spell to disappear.
That possibility is there. So then why would she have used a tunnel to escape? Lies! The mistress's disappearance is your doing! You will return her at once!
Please bring her back to us.
I don't want to die a virgin!
Hold on a second.
We were promised an orgy and we want one, damn it!
Well, where'd you guys get those weapons?
Just pretend
Oh.
we're holding something.
Unmoved, or we'll shoot you with our invisible guns.
Tell us what really happened here. Tell us! There is nowhere for you to run!
Your mom happened.
Just prepare.
Oh, Barnum's
What's
not
that?
having that. Uh-oh, this is not good. Inquisitor Barnum looks about ready to
It's time to pull
rip
some
them to
actual
shreds.
gameplay.
Maya, why are you narrating Barnum's battles?
Oh god.
Oh snap! Whoa!
Ah!
That is how you do it.
And Maya was killed.
Oops.
He missed.
How could you miss?
Listen well, servants of a great witch. If you seek the truth, you must find it yourself.
Not doing anyone's work for them.
I guess that hurt. But if he hit them with the back end of a
I guess
sword...
the idea behind this, but he just disarmed them.
Oh, no wonder Inquisitor Barnham is so famous around town. He truly is an incredible knight.
Okay, are you just becoming his hype man at this point, Maya?
He's just that good, Jovah.
You might as well announce.
Maya's gonna become a wrestling commentator.
You might as well announce it when
Don't
he enters
waste
the
any
room.
more time here.
You might as well announce it when he enters a room.
I guess to be fair, Maya does tend to get caught up in the fads of...
Must make haste. I return to protect the storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Top Hat. It was a pleasure crossing swords with you once again.
An honor, Inquisitor Barnham.
Call me.
Yeah?
Sorry about, you know, the whole flames thing.
Your courageous acts of bravery are worthy of my respect and admiration.
Wow. Now that's quite a compliment.
Courageous acts of bravery?
Compliment.
Girl, you literally jumped into a flaming pit to save a girl.
That is all for now. Until next time, farewell.
Wait, I wasn't done yet.
Avoosh.
But you didn't do anything.
Actually, I did. Shut up.
Yeah, he kind of saved our bacon there.
I'm just trying to annoy him. He's gone.
Perhaps the good Inquisitor has anticipated the Great Witch making another appearance.
Well, yeah, given all that's
the
happened.
idea.
He must have thought it's more important to work out her next move rather than dwell on how she disappeared. Inquisitor Barnham is set on ensuring the storyteller's safety and continuing the fight against the witches. He is quite determined to stay true to his responsibility as an Inquisitor.
Christ, now you're also his hype man.
He's shit at it, but still.
Maybe not.
This way, let us have one more good look around the room.
Right. Let's find us some clues.
Also, for how long have we been keeping this music going?
Quite a while now.
Find something. That can't solve the mystery of how the Great Witch managed to seemingly disappear. Also, whoever's played that poor piano, that poor musician.
The keys are broken.
Oh god.
Hey, Professor! Take a look at the wall where the chair was. Doesn't it look like that wall could be a door leading to a secret passage?
Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
You really like secret tunnels, huh, Professor?
As I suspected, it would seem the Great Witch did not simply disappear into thin air.
He looks so happy about that.
Although it is still unknown by what method she was able to make Inquisitor Barnham lose consciousness, unless he was drunk.
Again, it's the aspirin mixed with the alcohol.
We can assume she took advantage of the situation and escaped through this secret passage.
He ended up actually venting to Amia a little bit and they both got drunk together. But, Professor, even if we go after her now, do you think we'd catch her? What should we do?
Just give up. What do you think
Alright,
we're going to do?
back to America. Bye.
What do you think we're going to do? I believe she intended for us to discover this secret passage. It would seem she has us right in the palm of her hand. However, if we're to discover the truth, we must continue to move forward.
You said it. Alright, let's get going, Professor.
In the next part. In the meantime, I have to go off and top my drink of
Patch
Pepsi.
juice.
Pepsi.
Oh.
To be continued.
Oh yeah, so...
I'm guessing
Will
next part
Layton
we
get his Pepsi?
I'm guessing next part we resume the action with Phoenix. I forgot actually.
We'll have to wait and see. There we go. Now, see you in the next part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.